Up next, the Raptors taking on the Heat for the Toronto Raptors. Some ups and downs for this team in what has been a trial of a season. Now at home, they know there's still time to turn their season around. Heat, Raptors, and tip-off coming right after this. Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. With our analysts Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Grady Dick.
I don't think anyone expected to see his production drop off the way it has over the last few games. But I have to credit the defenses he's been facing. They've done their homework, and they're finding ways to hold him down. And now he needs to find new ways to beat them.
And the starting lineup for Miami. They've got Bam Adebayo. Duncan Robinson is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Ware in at center, filling out the middle. And for Toronto, Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Grady Dick. And it's Mobo in at the 5 down low. Well, how good does it feel to be one of the more elite teams at this point of the season, Brent?
Well, B.A., you just know you have an opportunity, and you don't want to do anything to take you off that path to possibly winning a championship. So staying locked in, enjoying it to some degree, but really understanding that this opportunity is hard to come by, and let's go after it.
So it's Miami now. Toronto making their last shot. And it's Adebayo off the drive. Barnes with the rebound. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. The Heat beat them last time when those two met in Miami.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Dick, the pass to Barrett. They set a pick. The 3 from Barnes. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. And here are the Heat. Let's send it out to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Allie?
We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and coach put it simply. He said, quote, we just got to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders the slip. So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Dick after the basket by Miami. Outside Barrett. Barnes with a screen on Wiggins to the paint. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Really hard to stop Scotty Barnes in the pick and roll. As the screener, Scotty can beat you different ways.
And a homecoming of sorts for R.J. Barrett last season after being traded to his hometown Raptors.
Yeah, he's played well in Toronto. You wonder if the offseason helps him settle into where it is that he knows he's going to start this year. I really like his three-point shooting. That has been much improved in that Raptor uniform.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And when you're looking at this year's rookie class, Dick stands out for his polish and versatility at the offensive end.
Toronto shooting their first free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And Brent, the Heat always looking to compete year in, year out.
Well, for good reason. This team takes a lot of pride in giving themselves a chance every year. And the way the front office conducts their business is they believe they can put together the type of roster that is going to go out there and take care of things to put them in position to be successful.
After years of competing for championships and winning one, Toronto is suddenly in a rebuild phase, Brent.
Yeah, they had a familiar roster for many years, and then the last couple of years a little bit underperforming, trying to find some guys to stabilize where their franchise is going. It's a bit of a reset in Toronto.
And so here is Toronto, outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
Adebayo, no good. Toronto leading by 3. Quickly passes to Dick, and he goes in for the dunk.
And Quickly, not just a scorer, he's also solid at finding teammates.
Pass to Ware. Now here's Wiggins. And that one drops.
Now that's what I call great basketball. Finding a way to get all the way inside.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Walter, he's checked in for Dick. And Miami with a change here, too. Rozier's checked in. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the left wing. Pass to Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Barnes a screen. Barrett passes to Barnes. Second chance shot. And off the glass. That one's good. Barnes has got his second bucket on the night.
Well, we know Scotty's working on that shot. I like him getting inside, though. That's where he can use that touch.
And here's Adebayo. Hero outside. Back to Adebayo. It's stolen by Barnes. Bobo gets the bucket.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Heat trail by 7. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA, step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Ali. Thank you. And he drops the first.
And Hero, one of those guys you just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. He does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
Love is checked in for Miami. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Robinson. And so Hero nails both of them. Looking at the Raptors, Brent, things have not gone too smoothly since their 2019 championship.
Well, I felt like that championship roster was built just for that year, though, B.A. There wasn't a lot of progression that was going to come from that. They went in, they got Kawhi, they won the championship, and now it's all about rebuilding their franchise in the style that they want to do it. They have one guy that they believe in Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett on the trade. And slowly and surely, they're going to start to put these pieces around to become a contender again.
5 on the clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And again, no good by Miami. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Dick. Adebayo grabs the board.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Going inside. Shed. That's good.
He's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Hero from way outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Toronto with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. We'll be back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets. They are so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
We've got Grady Dick, Chris Boucher out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Walter, and it's Shed in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter.
This guy is a fighter. Rozier, just a workhorse who enjoys scoring on the aggressive coverage.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. The Heat making their last shot. Wiggins with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Wiggins all the way.
Good effort as Andrew Wiggins gets out on the break, running the floor, and a strong finish.
Poeltl with a screen on Rozier. Down low. And Poeltl gets it to go on the assist by Walter. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Here's Shed. Miami making their last shot. Boucher passes to Poeltl. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, while we have a second, let's take a look at the rookies leading the way in free throw percentage. You take a look at Dick, the top free throw shooter in the league, automatic from the line. And, of course, Jaime Jaquez.
Hey, these two have been strong at the line, not allowing the pressure of the NBA to get to them.
And that one falls for Poeltl.
And Poeltl's been such a consistent role player on the teams he's been on. A guy who takes high percentage shots, defends with some purpose, and plays really hard for his teammates.
And so Poeltl nails both of them. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Jovic. Here's Rozier. There's a screen. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And a vicious slam by Rozier, really sticking it to them.
Now here's Poeltl. Here's Shed. He's averaging about 6 points per game. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Walter from outside. The rebound by Wiggins. Heat trail by 5. And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brent.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. I hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Highsmith. Back to Mitchell. Here's Highsmith, covered by Boucher. To the inside. Here's Wiggins, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Quick into the air. Andrew Wiggins up and throws it down.
Here's Shed. Hurdle with a screen on Rozier. Back to Boucher. Pass to Shed for three. The rebound by Wiggins. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for Miami. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Rozier can't get it to go.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Pirtle. Now Grady Dick. Here's Shed to the wing on the left. Walter from outside fires in the triple. And the Raptors lead by 8.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those three-pointers.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. And we have time now to glance at who the best fast break teams are in the league. The real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Number 5, the Raptors.
And make no mistake, this team loves to get out and run. Whenever they see space to leak out and score fast, they go strong.
.157 left in the second. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Adebayo. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Pass to Quickly. Three-pointer. Miami grabs the miss. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
They kept the game close, but made a lot of mistakes, and we heard about it from the coaching staff afterward.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans, and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Now here's Barnes, coming off a 16-point game against Cleveland.
I also thought he did a tremendous job in terms of timing in that game, swatting away some shots. Ended up with 3 blocks in that game.
Here's Mobo. Outside Dick. Now Quickly. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
Quickly, competitive, and responds with a 3 of his own.
Now here's Robinson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
In the first quarter, they really attacked inside. Not quite as much sense, but the balanced attack seems to be working well for them.
And the free throw, no good. All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close. Those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And here is Barrett. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
And so it's Toronto closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More 2K action in just a moment.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Toronto Raptors.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively. Nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
Well, I think for the Raptors, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So it's Miami now. 7-point differential, setting the floor for Miami. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Ware in at the center position. Wiggins, no good. The Raptors shooting continues to impress. 65% from the field. And there's the rejection. Pass to Robinson. Pure from 3-point range. Robinson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Love the timing as Robinson comes off footwork there to get the catch and get the shot up.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Heat trail by 6. Nice move. And the nice bucket inside from Hero. Hero's got 14 points for the game.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
Barnes passes to Barrett. On the take. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 6 points for him.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Hero with the bucket.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Brent, we've seen Quickly step up as a team leader since he came into the league.
Well, he's had tremendous confidence in what it is that he brings to a basketball team from the very beginning. It's taken him a little bit of time to gain that in the NBA setting, but he is now asserting himself as a floor general.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the top rebounding point guards have been over the last month of the season. 5th, Tyler Hero.
Yeah, you know, there's really a science to it all. It's about reading shot trajectories and getting the right positioning as well. And so far, they're doing it better than most.
It's a dimension of the game that so few point guards have, and it's an attribute that makes them much more valuable to their ball clubs. To have that many rebounds coming from the point guard position, what a plus you got there.
Now here's Barrett. 6 points for him. Outside Barnes. And the 3 off target. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. Trailing by 4. Pass to Adebayo. From the high post. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds in the game. Quickly outside. Back to Barnes. Driving in. Up and in on the layup. Barnes has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Inside, Barnes knows he has to fully commit. You don't finish against contact by going in there with half the effort.
Now here's Adebayo. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Toronto leading by 4. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Barnes with a screen on Hero. And it's Quickly with a miss. Heat trail by 4. 3rd quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Ware. No points so far. Clock at 4. Wiggins for 3. It's rebounded by Dick. For Toronto, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Barrett with it, and it's Robinson picking him up quickly. That one's good for 2. Quickly's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And don't let Quickly's build fool you. He can compete inside against some tough opponents.
There's a screen to the middle. It's picked off. Right side Dick. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And now it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So Miami going with almost an entirely new group here. Taking a look at some numbers here for Bam Adebayo.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the third. Anderson against Boucher. Adebayo a screen on Boucher. And then Adebayo slams it in.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there going right through the contact.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Free throws good. Adebayo at 6'9". Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Mitchell, the pass to Highsmith. To the left side wing. Here's Adebayo. And he gets the bucket. Adebayo's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Pass to Barrett. Drops in the layup for 2. Barrett's got 10 points in the game.
I'm impressed with R.J. Barrett and his body control when he's around the basket like that. Good finish. Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Shed. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Shed. Checked by Mitchell. Outside Barrett. Missed inside. Heat trail by 5. Highsmith passes to Rozier. Outside Mitchell. Inside with 1 on the clock. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Toronto out in front, up 5. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Jakob Pirtle, Chris Boucher out there with Walter, and it's Shed in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 15. Misses off the left iron.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Miami Heat. On Sunday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And that game against the Pacers, it's going to be a very tough one for them. They'll need to be playing at their peak if they're going to steal the win.
First one falls for him. So hits one and misses one at the line.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Battle's shot is good.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Count the basket.
And what I love about Rozier is his fearlessness as a scorer. Inside, outside, in between, it doesn't matter.
Pass to Battle.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Shed. Banked it in off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Mitchell, the pass to Jovic. Rozier outside. Here's Jovic, covered by Pirtle. Back to Rozier. Again, the Heat score.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Shed, checked by Mitchell. To the paint. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Heat with some changes. Jaquez comes in for Jovic. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Mitchell. Heat trail by 5. Rozier with it. Unloads from 13. Pirtle grabs a miss. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. With some arc. And it's Shed missing. Miami has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
Shoot 2.
And he makes a first.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
That one's no good. Toronto leading by 4. Quickly, right side. Pass to Barrett. The 3-ball. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And here's Adebayo. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And if you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The 3 from Barnes. Miami grabs the miss. Up top, Anderson, guarded by Barrett. Anderson passes to Adebayo. Hero with it. Anderson with a screen. 4-3, and Tyler Hero gets a 3. Hero's got 19 points.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. The Raptors making a switch here. Dick's checked in. Wiggins, he's checked in for Miami. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Mobo. Pass to Barnes. The 3 is up. And again, Toronto, no good. Wiggins against Barrett. Adebayo passes to Robinson. And here's Wiggins, guarded by Barrett. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Some solid defense from Barrett.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Hero against Quickly. The kick out to Wiggins. Wiggins for the triple.
And Wiggins committed to help the team out offensively. Big shot.
Toronto leading by 3. Now Grady Dick. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Now here's Hero. Pass to Adebayo. And stolen by Barrett. Here's Quickly. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And look who shows up big when they need it. Quickly. Fearless.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Adebayo sets a screen. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Bam stepping up and making a huge play for his team that time.
Outside Dick. Shoots over Hero. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Miami has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter.
And Hero does a nice job driving in there and then making sure he gets fouled.
First free throw is good. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
To tie it up. Toronto grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Barrett. Got a piece of it. Outside Dick. Hero against Quickly. won it.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They're behind by 5. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, gets the free to fall.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Seven seconds left to play in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And time now to introduce our player of the game, R.J. Barrett.